Hey everybody, welcome to Martis Ministry. I'm Purvi, and I wanted to share a testimony with you guys today. And it's long overdue. I've been meaning to share this testimony and get it out. And just, it's so inspirational. Keep on praying for your unsaved loved ones. I'm going to share about my grandma and a testimony about my grandmother. And thank you to all of you who were praying for my grandma many months ago when I sent out an email chain. Thank you for all of your prayers. So I just want to share the testimony. Okay, basically to start, I am the first to be a Christian and a disciple of Christ in thousands of generations of each side of my family. My family is all Hindu, and so that includes my grandmother. She was Hindu for all of her life, and there was a lot of opposition when trying to witness to her, and there was different struggles, but I had always tried, and it didn't work, or she's too sleepy. And she also had dementia. She was in her last stages of cancer, in a hospice when I was called to go over there. So basically, she was in last stages of cancer. She's in the hospice, and I'm trying in different ways to witness to her. It just doesn't work out. Either she's too sleepy, or there's opposition, like in the flesh. There's opposition, or something's always. It's never right. But I was praying for her every day. And due to an illness that I was dealing with, and also some contagious stuff that was in the hospice, I was not visiting her every single day at the point when I was praying for her every single day, but I wasn't seeing her physically every single day at the point when 4 o'clock in the morning the Lord wakes me up. And I didn't know that it was what was going on. This is the first time I really heard from the Lord. So I woke up, and I'm the type of person that when I'm sleeping, like a circus can be going through the room and I'll just be snoring away, you know. But this was so different. That's why this is really remarkable, is I went from deep sleep to wide awake in 1 second. And I knew it was the Lord. And I just said, Lord, what is it that you want me to do? Do you want me to read your word right now? I mean, I wasn't even thinking about my grandma or anything. And he spoke to me. He says, my sheep will know my voice. And he spoke it was a loud thought. And it said clearly, go to grandma. Go to grandma. And I remember being like, wow, okay, got it, Lord, okay. So later on that day, I mean, I didn't get that I needed to go right then, but that day. So later on that day, I go in. Now, every single day, it's always difficult for me to go and witness to her because there's, I'll just say, different opposition with people. And but this day it was orchestrated so that I was able to go alone, which never normally happens, and I didn't know that at the time that he told me to go. So I was able to go and witness to her alone, which was makes a night and day difference in being able to talk to her. And she had dementia, so as I mentioned, so she was like out of it a lot of times, and she wasn't always there. She'd be very sleepy, and she wasn't very coherent many times, most of the time, with her memory and stuff. But this day, I walk in, it was lined up so perfectly. I walk in alone with this opportunity to witness to her, as the Lord told me to do. I walk in there, she's perfectly coherent. Hallelujah, hallelujah. She was perfectly coherent, able to receive what I had to tell her. I told her my testimony, and in an amazing way, she was so touched that when I told her all this stuff, she said, thank you. And I said, I call her Ma. I said, Ma, I'm telling you the truth. As I told her the gospel message and about receiving the forgiveness of Christ. And she said, I thank you because I know it is the truth. And this is an amazing thing for a woman who's been Hindu her whole life to say this. And she started praising the Lord with me as I sang to her. She wanted to join in, this little Indian woman in the bed, weak. As I start singing praises to the Lord, I start singing and I just start worshiping the Lord. And she says, can I join you? She said, can I join you? I want to sing too. And she lifts up her little hands in the air and she starts worshiping the Lord. She was singing, Jesus. She was singing with me, and there we were, a miracle taking place of what the Lord just did. Amazingly touched her heart. And she just had this peaceful feeling, and it was an amazing time, and I couldn't believe that this was really being received and how everything lined up perfectly. He's so good. I mean, his ways are so amazing, and that he used me to be able to witness to her. And that was one of the last times that I saw her before she passed away. And I just have so much peace knowing that I know that I'm going to see her again at the resurrection. And I was praying so hard every day for her salvation, and I didn't know how it would come, and I was just so afraid that she would die without knowing the Lord. And then this happened, and I'm so grateful to God, and I know, my brothers and sisters out there, that your heart hurts so bad for your unsaved loved ones, as mine does too, for my family members and others that are not saved. But do not give up hope, because God can work in mysterious, miraculous ways that we can't understand. And he truly did in the instance of my grandma. And I have faith, and I keep on praying, and I keep on praying for the other ones too, my other loved ones. And so just hold on, hold fast. I wanted to inspire you and bless you with that today, because sometimes it can seem like, do you really hear me, Lord? Do you really hear me? But in His timing, and let His will be done. And so don't give up. Keep on preaching His word. Keep on going out there and shining your light and spreading the good news. And you never know how it can save, how it will be able to touch a soul and lead them to the Lord, that they may be saved. So I just want to inspire you guys with that. I love you all. God bless you.
Unsaved, we're crying for them, come back home. We're crying for them, come back home. And all your children will stretch out their hands.